And we're back here. Hey, what's going on? We are here again with Bill Heintz, our good guest. Yeah, finally.
Thank you so much for coming out, man.
Glad to be here. Thank y'all.
Yeah, so we actually talk about you about 10% of the time on this podcast, it seems like.
That's awesome.
Yeah, something comes up to where it's like, well, I remember this punk show I went to, or there's this movie, or Creepy Fest, or something along those lines. So, you know, it was actually getting aggravating that we were bringing you up so often that we couldn't actually bring, you know, we wanted to have you on so we could actually talk to you about the things that we were interested in.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
They got two of your guys' movies, the Terror Optic shit, on streaming shit right now.
Yeah, Tubi has Silkscream and Stab in the Face.
That's the one I watched, was Stabbed in the Face.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had the other one. What the fuck is it? Voodoo has a Goreface.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Is it? Wow.
Yeah.
Because they got picked up by a distributor, Wild Eye Releasing. I guess now it's been a little over 5 years. Because originally we were just putting them out ourselves.
Right.
And we had a couple potential things, but it never worked out. But, yeah, they barely keep us posting. Like they just reissued Stab in the Face, had a new cover and stuff. Like, whoa, where the hell did this come from? But that's cool. You know, I mean, it's like playing in a punk band. You don't really get paid, but you love doing it.
Yeah. Why'd they change it? The Goreface. Is it because it got picked up?
Cockface, apparently. It's considered a curse word. Like,
we
were like 20 when we made the first movie. We didn't think much about marketing.
No, of course not.
We just wanted to make offensive jokes and goof off. But now we've made 3 Cockface films. So that's kind of why the second one's called Gorgasm and the third one's Grime Wave.
Gotcha.
Like it's basically easier to get out on the shelves.
Right, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Then people are surprised all of a sudden there's a cock face. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for Goreface, they had an artist, do an image of Cockface, but he doesn't even have the chin.
I saw that, yeah. It's like coming out at you.
I printed some shirts and I added the cock on it.
Nice.
I actually went to the Shim Sham Club in 2001, I think, whenever you guys were doing Cockface Killer 2, maybe?
Yeah, we did 1 or 2 screenings.
Yeah, there was you guys, there was Grotesque?
Scrotesque?
Nice.
Yeah. That was a great band.
And I can't remember the other band.
I think Paul Bear's... Pretty sure we played that one.
Well, I know you guys played.
And, we screened the movie, Grotesque. Yeah, and it might have been one other, might have been Set Strangle.
Right,
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
That's a fucking trip.
So I saw Paul Bear's then, and then I saw him 21 years later whenever we played with you guys. So that was the next time I actually saw a gig.
Right. Yeah, it's been a long road. We now 26 years, so next year will be 27.
Right.
Nice.
I was in high school when we started. It's like...
Did you guys ever tour with... Paul Bears?
Yeah, we did some tours. Like we did a few that were just like a week or two. We had a couple runs. We went up the East Coast and did up north.
Yeah,
but now it's been a while. Like now it's mostly we'll do like a weekend, just get out a couple cities, something like that.
That's what we've been talking about doing. Just get out so we can fucking get back too. Because I got shit to do on Monday.
Yeah, we all got jobs and hectic schedules, which sucks though, man. Because I definitely am itching to go on the road, but.
Right.
I am too.
A lot of planning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And money.
Yeah.
You got to
exactly.
bank on the fact that you're not going to make anything.
It's hard to stay afloat. Yeah, you basically come back broke.
For sure.
So the Bills, how long's the Bills been together? Was that 2007?
Wow. That's a good question. The Bills started like, I had recorded some surf music for one of our films and basically just called the project the Bills because I was doing all the instruments.
Right.
So it was just goofy, but then a few friends of mine wanted to like basically make it a band. It was actually kind of coincidentally when the Unnaturals were forming and it was kind of like no surf bands in town. I was like, well, I've got a surf band to play with. Maybe we should make the Bills a real band. So it stemmed from there. I guess, 2007's about when we did our first show. Which at that point it was One Eye Jacks. Like Shim Sham had turned into One Eye Jacks.
Right.
And so Bill's and Unnatural's first show was same night there.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, fucking One Eye Jacks isn't even a thing anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's a bummer too, because like they were in Decatur. COVID kind of killed their location on Toulouse, and then had a little over a year at Decatur, and it was awesome. But the rent out there is insane. I don't think they could really keep up with that.
That's what I had heard. It was just I mean, they're trying to. Everybody was playing One Eye Jacks, but I don't think they were bringing anybody, or the people they were bringing weren't fucking paying. You know?
Yeah, like I mean, they had some good shows, but I don't think it was steady enough to float the bill. Because I mean, it's a big building in the French Quarter.
I feel like that's what was going on with Casa. You know, that just shut down too.
That's a bummer.
There's a lot of venues that have been closing. You know, and it is a bummer because you know there's only so many spots to play. That'll book
especially
like
for this
heavy
kind of shit.
music,
Yeah,
right?
Unless you're in straight metal. It's like,
but there's more like DIY stuff popping up. You know, we're always doing the shows at Parasite Skate Park,
right? Yeah,
and now I got the Family Dollar.
I saw that shit. Betty White Titfuck was playing there with like a bunch of fucking bands.
At the Family Dollar?
Yeah, like that's their fucking flyer. It was like, it's really at the fucking Family Dollar. It's like
that's fucking awesome. I didn't see that.
I had met the dude that's doing the shows there. He's like the caretaker. Basically, whoever owns it is trying to turn it into a different building. So there's like a hold on the zoning thing.
Okay.
So he's like throwing shows there.
That's fucking awesome.
And it's legit. It's like, wow. Big old open space with a parking lot. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that was like a fucking 5-band bill, too. It was big.
Yeah, my buddy Rob booked that. That was, sadly, I couldn't make the show, but
I know, I wanted to go.
Do something there probably early next year.
Nice.
Book something.
Hell yeah.
We should do a show.
Yeah, let's definitely do that shit.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
How did you start doing the shows at Parasite?
When they were first building Parasite, I played several benefits, you know, like basically raising money for concrete and ramps and stuff like that.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that just kind of got me in the loop. And then it was like, wait, we got a public park. We can do generator shows out here. And it kind of started slow, but I think once more people caught on now, I mean, it's pretty often.
It seems pretty fucking,
shows.
yeah.
Is it still Generator under the bridge, too?
Yeah. There's, I heard there's an outlet somewhere under there, but I haven't found it.
The Phantom outlet. Yeah.
So we always bring a generator, and you know, you definitely at night you need lights,
right?
Unless you set up by the ramps.
That's Well,
I usually try and keep it separate, just so the ramps don't get messed up or anything.
We were over by the train tracks. Like,
we didn't even get under the bridge.
Fucking
yeah.
I was like,
that's cool though, like because you're even more tucked away, like you're not by the neighbors and stuff.
That was a big thing. Is like we can go harder. I think they were setting fucking couches on fire.
Yeah.
Like, it don't.
There's definitely bodies back there. That
we had some shows. There was some car that was abandoned. They would set on fire every time we do a show. It's cool and all, but like when the flames are so high, the interstate, you know, like cops on the interstate,
they're gonna see it.
There's been multiple times a fire truck showed up, and it's like, man, like, don't ruin this place,
right? Right? Like we need to keep playing
doing
here.
This, yeah. So it's fun when that shit goes on, but still at the same time, I'm worried about cops keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, right. Because it's like you're saying, I want this to be a thing. I don't want don't fuck this up. I know we can get rowdy, but fucking keep it together.
And at times, because cops have showed up at some of them Creepy Fest shows, because it'll go to like past midnight on a Thursday or something. Right. Which that's
the last Creepy
not
Fest
the goal.
Had, the big show at Parasite, right?
Yeah, it was a big show, and luckily,
I always feel like that's the one to be on. It's got
so
you get
fun.
the cool photos.
Yeah,
everybody can be on top of you.
Yeah. The setting is awesome because you're under the bridge and being all ages, you kind of get
that's the huge
different crowd.
Yes, because man,
is awesome.
There's nothing like that unless you're doing DI, or DIY to get all ages shows around here.
Yeah, like when I was a teenager, there was more clubs that could do it, but now it's just like the ATC crackdown so heavy, like they just don't want to mess with anybody under 21 usually.
Yeah, because they're shutting them down or fining the fuck out of them.
Right.
What was happening a couple years back, like when we'd play Checkpoint Charlie's and they make us stop playing music at midnight and stuff like that? Like what happened there?
They were shutting us off at 2.
At 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It just stopped.
Still,
it was like we
weird.
had
like that was it, huh?
Yeah.
Like we've in the past I've played later, but there's been a few times at 2:00. Basically, if you're not done, you gotta stop.
You're fucking done.
Yeah.
We had a thing where it was like the fucking bands before us. We didn't know there was going to be a band, like a set band, before our show started, and they ran late, and then every band on the bill ran late, and I think we
played 6 songs, I think, and then
maybe 15 minutes. It was like nothing.
But yeah,
that could have been 6 songs.
I've got a couple shows at Checkpoints coming up because they hadn't really been doing as much music.
Yeah, I thought they were kind of
since COVID hit, but they'll do like special events, like because they got parades that go by, stuff like that. I think they'll get like a permit for a weekend for live music.
Didn't they have a lady who just left that was the booking agent?
Claudia,
I think
she was running the place for a long time.
Forever.
You'd call
that was
it.
always our hookup.
You'd call and you'd be like, "Can we get a gig there?" And she'd flip through and look through your last gig.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we made some money while you guys were playing. You can play again. I'm like, oh,
Or it'd be
okay.
like, yeah, that last one was shit. You can play Wednesday 2 months from now. Oh, fuck. All right.
That is how we started. Now that I think about it, yeah.
She was cool though. She would always offer the Unnaturals like the holiday shows, which we're playing. We're playing there on New Year's coming up.
Oh, nice.
Which
yeah.
is cool. It's hit or miss though. Like if it falls on a weekend, they're usually really good shows.
You've only been playing the drums in the Naturals though for a couple years now.
Time has been flying.
I know,
think
right?
It's over 7 years.
Over
now.
7. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember us playing at one point. And there was a girl playing the drums for Unnaturals.
Yeah, Atlanta used to drum. She was awesome.
She was a cool chick. We hung out after the gig one night.
Yeah, she's cool. I hadn't seen her in a while, but basically when she left and they needed a drummer, I was already sort of helping the band so much with merch and loading gear. And all
Right,
that.
yeah. Well, I'm already at the fucking show.
Might as well get paid for this.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
And it's cool. I love playing in the band because I've played in punk bands my whole life, so Unnaturals is way more diverse. It's primarily surf, but it's rockabilly and swing and even metal and
Yeah.
big variety, instrumental.
Yeah. Get to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you start on guitar or drums?
Guitar. It was about like when I was like 8. Got a guitar, and for years didn't really know what the hell I was doing.
Oh yeah, I think that's how everybody.
Because I was into metal like when I was like 8, and I'm like listening to Iron Maiden. I'm like, I can't do this shit.
No. I want to play it.
Is that
because
of Richie?
Fucking Brown Eyed Girl.
Yeah, like my brother, he's 10 years older. So
Yeah.
like in the 80s, he was a teenager, and I was a little kid.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Basically what he was listening to was what I was listening
Of
to.
course.
Right, that's what I was wondering.
That's a cool fucking brother. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just took it and really ran with it.
Yeah.
Like it basically became my life, like
Yeah.
the music and movies and stuff.
Yeah. How many fucking bands are you in right now?
It's hard to say because some are like
It's hard to say.
some kind of come and go.
Yeah. Are you still drumming for Dummy Dumpster?
Yeah.
Yeah?
In fact, we're playing Christmas at Siberia.
Nice.
In a few days.
I think we're jumping on a show with you guys with an out of town band in March or some shit at Siberia.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Was it Big Cheese or something?
Yes,
Like
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And Fucked in the Head is playing, and some band they got coming through too.
I haven't heard them yet. I'm looking forward to checking them out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They've been, I see them on Buku Flyers now. They're coming around.
That's awesome.
How did the movies come into play?
It was like around 2000 when we all got together, like basically friends of friends, and I was just always been way into like horror movies and exploitation films and stuff like that. And the director Jason Mathern, that's about like when we met, and him and some friends were putting a script together for Cockface Killer. It was like a joke that they came up with working at Papa John's.
Nice.
Yeah.
The writer Jared and the dude Matt that played Cockface in the first one.
Yeah.
So it just stemmed from like goofing off at work, the idea, and we all grew up watching like Friday the 13th a lot and just slashers.
Shit. Yeah.
So basically, we knew it would be a slasher, but also it's got that exploitation level where it's real raunchy.
Oh yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like fairly offensive.
Yeah. Doesn't it start with a dude fucking his sister? Shit like that, I think so. Yeah.
Don't give it away, man.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Spoilers.
In fact, that dude plays in Witch Burial now.
Nice. Okay.
And he used to be in Scrotesque. That's why, because they were on the soundtrack back in the day.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why we did a lot of shows together.
Yeah, I used to work with Dominic. He was the fucking clown.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I haven't seen him in forever.
I know. I haven't. He moved
pretty
away,
hilarious.
and then that was it. Yeah, dude, that dude was awesome. I worked with him at a Pizza Hut for fucking forever.
Nice.
ago.
All the pizza joints.
Yeah, always that shit.
Yeah. But basically, they had like the start of a script and wanted me to see if I had any ideas or if I wanted to help. So, like I went through just basically kind of put a little more dialogue because it was mostly just sex and murder.
Right, yeah.
Which, I mean, it still is, but it needed some kind
Nothing
of
to move it along.
somewhat of a story.
Yeah.
But and I was mostly doing like sets and acting and music, and from there, because now we've done 5 features, short films, music videos.
Yeah.
Now I do more of the writing and stuff.
Okay.
And
So
that's Terror Optics.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we still got the site up, terroroptics.com, where we sell our movies, but you can get most of them from through Amazon.
Nice. Cool.
It's a distributor. Picked them
Yeah.
up.
But all your merchant shit is through the Terror Optics, right? You can
Terror
get shit
Optics.
like
I
that.
kind of have too many like shops because I've got the Terror Optics shop. I have Weirdo Wear, which is like line of shirts that I do, and then the Sheer Terror Records site, which is mostly the music.
What's a Midnight Prince? Is that?
That's
YouTube?
basically
Is that the same
it's
thing?
My print shop.
Yeah.
And that's basically my kind of 9 to 5.
Okay.
But it's like basically I run it, and my girlfriend Jen's part of the company, and
Yeah.
it's mostly printing for bands and stuff. Printing for you guys.
Yeah.
we did.
Oh, they came out
And a
so
bunch of
fucking
that
cool,
stuff.
man. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
But that's cool because it basically, I mean, it's, printing shirts is tedious, but at least it's doing stuff I want to do and
Right.
helping out
It's
friends.
it's still
money.
close to the music community anyway.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, big
really,
time.
doing the merch and everything
Yeah.
like that. You're able to know every band in town
Yeah, it
just for them
ties
going
in.
to you for shirts.
When you got your
Right.
hands in designs, you got your hands in all of it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? It's like, you see the shirt, you think of me a little bit, you know?
Yeah, that's cool, man, and I dig that too because like it's sort of a way to make money within punk rock, like 'cause
Right.
it's
Because
very hard to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I get by. I mean, it can get stressful, like running your own company and trying to maintain all the bands and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think like I kind of miss having an easy job.
Right. Yeah. I did.
Like, boy, I miss that. But then you got a boss.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. I got the 9 to 5 now, but like the last 4 years when I was going to college, it was all gig work. It
Yeah.
was like random landscaping jobs, and then I'm still in the cover band, just like gig all the fucking time, and that's how I
Yeah.
pay my. I don't know how I paid my bills, but I paid the bills through it.
Yeah,
Pull the
yeah, that
money out of
that
the
can
ass.
be tough.
When COVID hit, like that's when shit started getting fucked up because
Yeah.
I lost out in. I think I played one show, and then the rest of the month's shows were canceled, and that was like $700. Like, I
Damn.
don't know how the fuck I'm just gonna pull $700 out of my
yeah,
ass
that
right
was
now.
that was a bummer because like with the shirts, most of what I print for are, like bars, bands, stuff like that. So when
Right.
COVID hit, my business completely went away.
Oh yeah, fuck.
And that's kind of about when we started Weirdo Wear because it was mail order stuff. It's like, well, okay, well, that's a
There
way
you
to
go.
try
Yeah.
and stay afloat,
Yeah.
Is that still going good?
Yeah, it's steady. I just haven't been able because that's really what I'd prefer to do with the whole printing thing is because technically you make more shirts selling them for $20
Right.
a pop
Yeah.
than
Uh-huh.
like like the few
Mass
bucks
fucking-
for
Yeah.
like
Printing
for other
them.
people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, it's more the creative side, like designing the shirts and things like that.
That's
But-
what I was gonna ask. Do you do the art shit on all these like the Paul
yeah.
Bearer shits and the shirts that I'm seeing like Creepy Fest?
Yeah, like
designs?
hand drawn. And lately, I end up having to do a lot of Photoshop stuff because of time, because it's quick.
Right.
But yeah, I prefer to draw everything if I can.
It looks cool. Yeah, I was
Thanks,
wondering
man.
if it was always the same person because it's very like
It seems-
stylistic.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I was very influenced by like a lot of the '80s punk artists,
Right.
Like Pusshead and Raymond Pettibone.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say him.
yeah,
for sure.
Mad Mark Rude.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
I'm pretty into those early Black Flag covers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I mean,
it's such a like you can't mistake his
you
style.
can't, and
Right.
it's so
Second
it's
you
so
see it,
weird because
you know.
it's nothing to do with the music at
Right,
all.
right.
It's so
Yeah.
abstract that it's perfect for it.
Yeah, because he would just constantly draw, and they would just pick stuff. And
Yeah.
use
Nice.
it for an album
Yeah.
cover, a flyer. You know,
It's like "Suck It,
like-
Pig" or something like
Yeah.
that. Like,
like it has nothing to do with the band or
Yeah.
anything. But hey,
Not even a
looks
little.
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, we're putting this on. Yeah, this is fucking
Yeah.
front cover.
But yeah, the drawing, because I used to draw a lot of flyers in the '90s for Devil Dolls Productions,
Nice.
and that was a huge part of how I got just into the scene. Because I was playing in bands, but I was like 15, opening for some of my favorite bands because of that connection.
Right.
You're still opening
That's
for some of your favorite bands.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you've,
Yeah.
you've
Just-
got like the
just open for the Dwarves and
Dwarves,
DRI.
yeah, they're fucking
Yeah,
badass.
yeah, I was
Didn't you
looking-
play Guttermouth recently too? Or is
Yeah.
that coming up. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like
fucking Jesus.
we just like, God damn, Bill's playing another one of those fucking awesome gigs.
I love fucking DRI, and I hadn't heard the Dwarves in years and years. Like, holy
Yeah.
shit, they're still fucking doing stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
in fact, I opened for them when I was in the Penetrations back in mid '90s,
yeah,
Oh, wow.
and they were
Fuck yeah.
they were like my favorite band back then. So it's like whoa.
right, full circle on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it Penetrations? Were they punk or surf or?
It was punk. It was very much like a teenage hardcore punk band. Like
Nice.
It's usually my favorite stuff now.
we were
for sure.
probably mostly inspired by like Decline of Western Civilization. Like Germs,
Mhm,
Black Flag,
mhm,
Fear,
yeah.
stuff like that. It was fast. I mean, we listened to a lot of NoFX too, so it was fast like that.
Yeah.
Not really poppy, but influenced a bit by it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that band was from like about '94 to '97, and then that's when Paul Bearers formed in '97.
And can you get Paul Bearer's music online?
Sort of, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like
there's some on Spotify for sure.
yeah, I need to put more on Spotify because I'm kind of slow with that. But
Dude, I hear you.
there's Bandcamp. There's a few albums.
That's really the way. And
know.
that fucking the band Melrose was saying that Apple Music is really where it's at. They pay the
Good.
highest out of everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
I need
more
to check
fair,
on it
I think.
because it was maybe only about 6 months ago where I put it up through DistroKid, so it hit like Apple and everything. But I haven't looked into it to see how it's doing.
Right.
Well, is the Bills music's up there as well?
I got Bandcamp. I haven't put that on Spotify and stuff. I really need to catch up because it's so many people listen to that.
I know.
I don't listen to Spotify, so I don't think about it much because I know they rip off bands.
Oh,
basically.
They don't
off
give
for
you
sure.
anything.
Yeah, they
pretty
don't.
much.
But it's so well established and so many people listen to it. You kind of
That's the thing is like hopefully you throw it out there and people will want to go to your shows or do things off of it because other than that, it's literally fucking exposure. Like it's nothing for you.
Which not like we do it for money anyway.
Right,
It's
but
kind
like-
of the principle, I guess.
It's that. It's like it's not for money, but also you don't get to fuck me.
Right. Yeah. It's like, man, because you see even like these really popular artists selling millions of
Pulling their shit out.
hits. Yeah, and like getting
Peter
a check
Frampton's
for like
done.
$1 or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
I think it was Frampton got $1,000 off of like 100 million fucking plays on his famous song, whatever fucking famous song he had.
Do you feel like we
Thank
do?
you. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much just watched the whole music industry change when the internet really started taking over with that. Because I grew up buying cassette tapes.
Oh yeah.
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. When they still came in
And
like the lunchbox handle fucking thing.
When I was
yeah.
a little kid.
Yeah.
And that was you'd have to take a chance on stuff or pay attention to what label it's on or go off the album
100%
art.
that. Yeah.
Now you just check it out. Like, well,
Switched over to like CDs that you could scan the barcode and listen to it
Right.
in the fucking shop.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, I remember that.
Right. Yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, it's definitely good the way people can get their stuff out there so easily now.
Yeah. That's anybody can be an artist now.
Yeah.
But then that makes it just floods the pool of shit. you
Right,
know?
and it's hard for anybody making money.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that.
It's a bummer.
Like I'm not a fucking TikTok rapper, so
Yeah.
nobody's really fucking plugging my shit.
When we watch the Bills, my favorite song you guys do is "Checks in the Mail."
Oh, yeah.
Is
That's a
that
good one.
everybody's favorite song?
It probably is. I think
That's a
it
good
probably
one.
is our best too.
It's a fucking awesome song,
Yeah,
man.
it's
I was
great.
listening to it. It's like, oh god, after 2 gigs here, it's like it's just as good. Fucking cool.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite too. We tend to open with that a lot.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I was hoping everybody in the band was named Bill, and that's why it's the
We got
Bills.
two-
I mean, it makes
two
sense
of
with
us.
what you were saying, but yeah, it was just like
Yeah.
everybody. You can't be in this band unless your name is Bill.
Yeah, because the drummer is Billy Bones. He
Right.
plays now he's with So Awful, and
Okay.
he's been in a million bands over the years, like Antarctica versus the World and A Hanging.
I was fucking talking about that. They
Tons
were,
of
are they doing a fucking reunion?
There's talk, but I think right now it's on hold. But
Yeah, okay.
hopefully it happens.
I hope
'cause
so,
We used to
'cause
play with
holy
those
shit.
guys a lot at Dixie Tavern. That's
Yes.
all my buddies.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about that shit too. Yeah, that's
Really
I've never
good
been
band.
to Dixie Tavern.
that
I
was
never
like
had been to Dixie
old
Tavern.
Shit, that was like we had to
Yeah.
like sneak out because I was too young for shit. Kinda to
Yeah,
go
I
see
was
that
I was
fucking
playing
shows.
there when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
It was funny because like when I turned 21, all the bartenders like, "What the fuck? Like,
Why are you here?
You're
Wait,
21.
what?
Yeah, we thought you were 21 8 years ago.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, Katrina that basically took Dixie. It flooded
Yeah.
really bad, and just that was
They
it.
shut that whole fucking thing down.
But yeah, I mean that was basically the punk bar for the 90s.
yeah. Plus they do all ages up there.
Yeah, you get away with it from time to time.
yeah.
Actually, one time we played there with the Casualties. It was Paul Bear's. And like we're hanging out. It was a great night, but like it was a bunch of teenagers there.
Right.
And Paddy Wagon showed up and busted. Like I mean, I was literally on stage counting off the first song. 1, 2, and Deborah from Devil Dolls runs in. Hold it! And like sirens popped up. Cops ran in. I'm like, I grabbed my drums because I was underage too.
Right,
So
yeah.
I'm like, let me just get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Sneak
split,
out.
But they probably arrested over 20 people.
Holy shit.
It's like, damn.
Just a raid, or was there something happening?
I don't know. I guess I'm not sure exactly how they knew.
Right.
You know, because
Too many fucking young kids. They talk too
yeah,
much.
exactly, and
Yeah.
maybe just outside you could tell. I
Right.
don't know. But yeah, that was one of many crazy nights at Dixie Tavern. I do miss that venue, but
I know, right?
what can you do?
I wanted to ask, how did Creepy Fest come about?
That stemmed off of one of our short films, Creepy Dean.
Okay.
We made it, I guess, throughout 2008. It came out in 2009, and like kind of like the soundtrack I gave you guys. The soundtrack's basically like a compilation of local punk and metal bands. So when we put out the soundtrack, like we wanted to do a CD release show,
Yeah, there you go.
and basically it was 12 bands, so we strung it between 3 nights, and basically it kind of just created something, like it was really just for that one purpose, but then it was like, man, that was
let's do
killer.
that again.
Yeah. Like, expand, like get more bands, and it pretty much kept growing. But once it got to about 60 bands a few years back, because I pretty much handle most of the booking and stuff.
Seems
so
like,
it's too much. So now I try and keep it around 50.
Yeah.
Are some of those bands only playing at Creepy Fest? Because it's like some of them seem like they're local bands, but you never see them anywhere except Creepy Fest.
Yeah,
that's true.
Sometimes, and I always, I really like it, like when bands reunite for the fest.
It's making it crackle.
Oh shit! Sorry.
But yeah, like sometimes bands will get back together just to play the fest, things like that. And I mean, like bands that don't play too much will at least play that.
Yeah, for sure.
Those are the ones I saw recently. The Nancys.
Yeah, they played last year.
Yeah, they played last year, and
really
they popped up with another show recently. It was like, who the fuck are you guys, man? Where the fuck have you been?
Yeah, that's a really good band, and it's
that.
awesome too because they're younger guys and they do it great. Like it's good to see that still got killer bands popping up.
Yeah. They got another one. It's what's it? Ethanol Merman or some shit.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen them.
They're all around. They're good shit.
I think I've seen it on the flyer. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, they're popping up all over the place.
But yeah, I mean, there's no shortage of good bands in the town. Like there's just so many.
I know.
And they keep popping up.
Shortage of fans most of the time.
Yeah, yeah. There'll definitely be some shows that are like criminally underattended.
It is.
I know, right?
It is.
Yeah.
We played some of them before. It's like, God, I'm looking at the other bands, but it's like, why is no one here? You know what I mean? Like other bands are only ones getting to really enjoy this.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about New Orleans is like there's never a shortage of things going on. Like even like outside of shows, there's just so much shit going on.
Yeah,
and I think it keeps people kind of scattered.
Yeah,
and
there's very shiny, bright lights happening.
Right?
We walk into this fucking place.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah.
And of course, with Mardi Gras, things get so hectic. I almost don't want to book around Mardi Gras just because it's so unpredictable.
Yeah, there was some fucking who was it? Crowbar was talking about that shit in an interview. Like we go out of town during Mardi Gras. We're not fucking gigging in New Orleans.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I kind of since I've grown up in New Orleans, it's like a love and hate it.
Yeah,
it kind of it depends. It almost changes every year how I feel about Mardi Gras.
I hear that. Yeah.
Because it's so fucking hectic. But sometimes if you jump in head first, it's a blast.
Yeah, and then next year, like, no.
Yeah,
I've hated it for years. I don't know why. Like I liked it whenever we used to come down. We were in high school, take acid, be at the parades and things like that.
Right.
But ever since, like, I don't know, I quit drinking too. So
just going out there sober.
Going out there sober, just
not
feel
doing it.
Yeah,
it
sucks.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, it's because you're just surrounded by everybody drinking.
Yeah, and being
acting
asses.
like goofballs.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Uh-huh. I don't know. Everything about it is an inconvenience unless you're drunk.
Yeah, just driving around town's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Like, get caught in a parade on its way to its route. Like, trying to get to work.
I literally have shit to do. have shit to do.
Yeah.
Like, my life did not stop because of fucking Mardi Gras.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It brings a lot of money to the city, stuff like that.
Of course. And then you got assholes in Alabama.
You would think though, like
they started fucking Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
You'd think like guys
Big
like
debate.
Crowbar
Yeah, right.
would keep gigs at Mardi Gras, considering there'd be so many different people in town. You know what I'm saying?
The people that come through town do not want to go see a fucking metal show.
I don't know.
They want to see you doing your fucking song and dance, doing jive music or fucking Zydeco or like just they want the bullshit stereotypical New Orleans experience.
Yeah,
They want
generally
to eat their
speaking.
fucking beignets and they want to drink in the street and they want people playing jazz wherever
Right.
they walk.
Because I do notice booking shows around Mardi Gras. It is hard to get people out there because they're either at the parades. Or there's just so much shit going on.
Or like you're saying, it's like I don't want to fucking go out in this to
Right.
go to your show. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna stay home.
And that's the time to make some extra cash. So
Yeah.
People tend to work a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. That's why we usually do stuff at checkpoints if they have like for Crew de Vue.
Yes.
Parade goes right in front of the
It's
club.
a great spot for that.
Kind of got
yeah.
a built-in crowd for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of times, like I don't know. Last year I did a creepy crawl between Siberia and Hi-Ho
Nice.
with like 8 bands, and it was on the Friday before Mardi Gras. And it was good, but it just should have been better.
Damn Self was playing in that. That's why we hit 'em up
Diplocrats
on
played that night too at Siberia, and
Damn.
and Paul, our drummer, had to run from that gig down to Gossa because we played like an hour after they played.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
That shit was nuts.
yeah, that's tough. That's a tough route.
It was
during
actually
Mardi Gras.
tougher. It was kind of tough to leave the creepy call to come to our gig. That was
like clearly not going to be better than that. Like, definitely not.
It went really well, but I just kind of expected a bigger crowd.
Right.
And put a lot of work into it, so I was like, but this year I probably won't do that.
Yeah.
But we'll do a couple shows at checkpoints or something.
Hell yeah.
Keep it festive in the quarter.
Got to. And that's a good spot for all that shit, right there. It's a weird, because you got Dragon's Den, if that's even still what it's called, right there. And then,
Not sure what they've been up to lately.
Was it Rhythm and Blues or whatever? The
definitely never been there.
BB something. It's not BBC. That's something different.
Well, they used to have Rare Form that was between Dragon's Den and Checkpoint. So there was a few creepy fests I was able to do all three of those venues, which was awesome because it's all within a block.
Oh yeah, it's like right fucking there.
Yeah, Dragon's Den, one year, it was like a couple days before the fest. They're like, oh, we can't do the show. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. It was basically just they didn't want to do punk shows anymore.
That's it. They turned to fucking
DJs.
Yep,
stuff.
That's it.
So, I get it. It's just a little more notice would have been good.
I know, right?
But
I was surprised Hi-Ho was doing punk shows, to be honest.
Yeah, like they'll do them. I think it's not, exactly, I don't think they want to focus on that. But they'll do shows there.
Yeah.
And it's cool because, Paul Bear's been playing there since before Katrina.
Nice.
And I've pretty much known all the owners that have had it since. And it's always good people.
Cool.
So it's a good spot. And, it's being next to Siberia with the arcade in the middle is a pretty cool setup to go back and forth.
Yeah. I haven't been to that arcade, but I know.
Oh, that's cool. Lots of pinball.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I forgot what I was going to say on it. Oh, the Saturn Bar. That was the place I need to get into. I like that place. I've been to a few shows.
Yeah, it's cool.
Very DIY setup. Like everything's in there, and then
great energy too. Like if it's a good packed show, like with everybody on the balcony.
It feels like you're
fucking
just
super sketchy ass balcony.
Yeah. Apparently, I think like in the 70s or something, and they used to have like a wrestling ring.
Nice.
In the middle, and that's what people would watch from up top.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
That's what I heard. I'm pretty sure it's true.
I would watch some form of wrestling in there for sure.
Yeah, but no, that's a cool venue, and I'm glad it reopened too because they kept it about the same. I mean, they maybe fixed a few things, but generally they kept the vibe that it had.
I saw some
before.
pictures from it. It looked pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they just kind of made the structure a little better for the balcony and things like that.
Oh, it was fucking...
but it still feels the same in there.
Yeah, Kaiju played there recently.
Yeah.
And we got to see that shit.
Yeah, it was not this last time, but the time before Dummy Dumpster and Unnaturals opened up. And Daikaiju always gets such a killer crowd at those shows. Yeah. It's like the energy was awesome.
That fucking Drifter show was
that Drifter show is inspiring, man. Just watching them fucking bassist put his bass down for a second, like went after that guy in the crowd. It's fucking amazing. I was like, and then just came back in, started playing again. They kicked the other guy out. Who knows whose fault it was?
There's so much crazy stuff going on with those guys.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
And it's cool seeing how they've progressed too, because like a long time, it might have been one of the first times they played New Orleans. Jen booked them at Outer Banks, another venue we lost.
I know. Yeah,
but they weren't nearly at the level they're at now with like the fire
show and everything. Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Watch that band. They're incredible. Like it's one of the best live bands to catch.
100%. It was insane. It was
great energy.
Energy. They had the entire fucking crowd doing everything that they wanted.
Yeah,
yeah.
Jesus, who else is gonna get to hold up an entire drum set over a crowd and the drummer?
I didn't see that part.
They do it at Saturn. I don't think they've done it at the Drifter.
They didn't do it at the Drifter, but there was a point where the lead guitarist is sitting on some dude's shoulders while he's soloing. He's just walking around the crowd.
Literally on top of the crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
damn it.
And I talked to the girl guitar player beforehand. She's so chill and everything like that. As soon as they put the mask on, it was like, wow.
It's fucking balls to the wall.
It was really cool.
Yeah, great energy. And they tour so much. It's super impressive how much they tour.
And overseas, everything. Yeah. They got to be big over there because they love that kind of shit.
Yeah, I would assume, man, because it's every year. It's either their tour mapped out. Like, wow.
Yeah, they're like killing Germany. They're killing fucking Ireland, Scotland. They're all over the fucking place.
Yeah. You'll see them crowd surfing in Czechoslovakia or something like that.
Yeah, that's a big goal, man. I always wanted to tour Europe. So I've never even been over there.
No.
We talked to a band just recently. I was like, how do you like it over there? He's like, dude, I like America. America's the best. Why? That's all I want to do is tour Europe, like in my mind.
Yeah.
But he said the customs were so different whenever he was over there. I don't know. That was his opinion about it too. I don't know. I'd probably love it.
Well, the Green Mantlers go over to Edinburgh and all that kind of shit. They say fucking people eat it up. They love it. And they're doing rockabilly shit, you know. They love it. They come and see him. He hasn't been there for a fucking year. They find out that he's coming. Like, oh yeah.
He's kind of got a thing
like
awesome. The hat and like just the...
Yeah, but I think it's just the whole like, there's not a lot of fucking, you know, a lot of touring small acts that are coming through like that shit, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know it's set up where you can kind of... As long as you can fly over there, get it set up where, you know, get a driver with a van and a backline thing. It's like, damn.
It sounds so easy.
It does, but it's not.
It ain't. No.
Can't be.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars.
I've had friends pull it off, you know. I mean, it's definitely could do it. Just got to carve out the time and money.
That's the big one. Yes. And then as soon as you think you got it all, there's something that you didn't fucking think about that's going to set it back.
So I don't know, and that's the thing, man.
You'd have to have all different amps, right? Because the voltage is different over there.
Wow, see, I didn't even think of that.
Just plugs that go in.
Can you just get a plug adapter?
Not for like tube amps and shit like that. I believe like you'd have like you might be able if you're doing like solid state or something. But I think like for the most part you'd probably have to rent gear just to make it easier on yourself.
Well, I think Brian does acoustic shit when he goes over.
Oh, well, that makes it easier.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, exactly.
Less shit to worry about.
Yeah. I just have a guitar. The end.
Yeah.
Get a fucking cajon.
But yeah, I was hoping to go in 2020 because I was basically kind of had saved up a few bucks, and that's, you know, when the pandemic hit, that was out.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm broke, so it's like, fuck.
What were you going to go over there with? What group?
I don't know. I mean, that's the tricky thing, too, is, you know, everybody getting their schedules lined up is so hard to do.
Oh, God, yeah.
So I don't know. It was basically if I wasn't able to go... like with a band, I was just going to go visit.
Oh, okay, cool. You've never been over to Europe?
No, which, you know, it's so much music and movies that I'm into. It's a lot of European stuff. So I'll make it eventually.
My dad is from England, so I had a chance to go over there a good bit whenever I was younger. But
nice.
But I've never gone over. Well, we did. A friend of mine, we did a month of backpacking whenever I was 22, and. I mean, that was great, but I just got drunk the entire time. So, like, you know, I would like to go back again, like as an adult, and really take everything in. I've gone to Italy a couple times since then.
Yeah, that's where I really want to go, and that's the thing too about touring, because friends that have gone over there tell me like, yeah, it's great, but you don't really have much time to go do stuff. Like, you played a show and then you're traveling.
Yeah, you know, trying to make sure your equipment gets to where it's supposed to go and stuff like that.
I guess basically you want to play every night while you're out there.
Yeah.
So. You know, sadly, you don't really get to absorb much of the culture and stuff like that.
I mean, it's still, I mean...
It would be awesome, though.
We had if you're doing it like that, it's probably a lot like the way we were doing it. It was on a Eurail pass, and you're just jumping on a train. Yeah. We stopped sleeping in hotels and hostels and just started sleeping on the night train. So we'd go to sleep in Paris and wake up in Amsterdam, or go to sleep. It was always 8-hour treks on the train that we would take. But you would just wake up every day in another city, and it was fun at first. But you do start getting like, you started getting kind of flashed out, like in a different language. Every place you stop, there's you know, a different food, different. We had to go back and forth to the same city a few times just because that was the only place 8 hours or that you know was leaving from the place we were.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, bitching about. You know, sleeping on a train in Italy and, you know, in Europe, but it was still cool.
It still sounds like a cool experience.
Right. Yeah. Slept on the street, slept in a phone booth. So, you know, had a couple cool ones.
Clark Kent it.
Yeah. No. It's like me and a friend of mine, we had a bag on the front and on the back. We were just standing up, sleeping. It was freezing cold.
I can't say I've done that one.
No. Anyway. But, anyway, I would think that if you went over to Europe, you could go over there with Naturals really easy. Considering you've got such a long set. That's why you probably do well at Checkpoint Charlie. You can do that three-hour set.
Yeah, yeah. All right. And the cool thing, too, is it can kind of cater our set to different crowds.
Yeah.
You know, like, because, I mean, we've opened for a big variety of bands. In fact, we just opened for DRI, which, you know, you don't think, like, surf band would... Which that was kind of last minute. It was supposed to be Split Lips. Yeah. But we had a last minute switch. But yeah, I mean, like we'll play with like rockabilly bands.
Well, the energy's high, and stuff, you know. So that's a big one.
I like that Jen sings that song. That there was one that you guys sang it.
She does a couple of covers, like Judas Priest, The Ripper.
Nice.
Okay.
Motorhead.
I think I heard her do like a 50s song or something like that.
She sings Danzig song, kind of in a 50s style.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. And then Danny from
Suplex.
Suplex. He got up and
comes
sang Pretty
sings,
Vacant.
Oh yeah,
Sex
that's
Pistols.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Is it always the same song?
Yeah, because we used to, when he had Portside Lounge,
Yeah.
it was about 5 years. In fact, Unnaturals played first and last night at that club.
Nice.
And a lot in between. It was our favorite bar. I mean,
I liked that
It
place.
was like a tiki punk bar.
Yeah,
Sort of.
yeah. We played there once with
It was so awesome.
fucking Damn Self and Dang Bro Y.
Dang Bro Y, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, total party band.
Dang Bro.
But yeah, it's basically we were playing there a lot, and he knew the lyrics, and
Oh, yeah, so now it's on.
So it became a thing. But it's funny, like, like this one time we had played Checkpoints, and he jumps up and like. It had been kind of a sedate night, and he got up and just like, bah! Like it instantly turned into a punk show. Beer flying everywhere. The stage was soaking wet. Like, it's like what happened in that 3 minutes? Like, damn, like,
Fucking chaos.
tornado just hit. No, but it's awesome, and love playing with them. I mean, Suplex is a total staple of New Orleans.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
They've been playing. In fact, they
DBA?
started around the same time as Paul Bears, I think.
Yeah.
I know we're both over 25 years deep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say yeah.
Wow.
Are you guys, is Paul Bearer still playing songs from the early days?
I don't know if maybe not the very beginning, because it was definitely more goofy,
Right.
Yeah.
short, like not very complex tunes.
Yeah.
It was basically
Minute and a half.
teenage punk,
Yes.
But it's over the years it kind of developed. But I mean, it's still the same style. I guess we put a little more thought into,
Right,
into
yeah.
the songs,
Yeah.
Your guitar player, Severin. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's killer.
Yeah.
And it's like back when I was a teenager, he was in the band Buckeyed Forest Punks. And it was kind of before we were playing bars and stuff. We would do backyard shows.
Nice,
So we'd do
yeah.
shows with him. And so I've known him like 30 years now.
Shit, right.
And he's been in the band, like, he was in the band for about 5 years. Shit, now over 10 years or something like that. But yeah, he's awesome. And we got Mark on bass, and he's been writing a lot of our new stuff, which is killer. Like,
Nice. Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah,
I
so
like
we got
that
like
shit.
a whole new record ready to record. Just gotta, I guess probably early next year we're gonna go lay it down.
Hell yeah.
Where
Can't
do
wait.
you guys go to record?
Hightower.
Hightower.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean I've done a lot of recording myself, but the thing is, for a full length Paul Bear, is like we got to do it right. And
Right.
and hopefully we can lock in James Whitten, because he had recorded us back in 2007, and that was the best drum sound I've ever
Oh
gotten.
shit,
So
right.
you kind of want to stick with that.
Uh-huh.
And since then, like Split Lips, we actually have a whole album that's ready to roll that we recorded with James.
You play drums and Split Lips as
Yeah.
well? Okay.
Which a lot of people don't even know, because I dress like an old lady. So
In my mind, it was a band full of girls.
I
Yeah.
definitely
You know
thought
what
the
I mean?
drummer was a girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't
Like,
seen you guys or anything, but
they played one show with Sunshine on drums, and then when she left, it's basically when I came in. So pretty much it's been me, like,
Okay.
just about
Right.
the whole time.
Yeah.
But usually I'll wear some kind of disguise. I mostly just kind of stay tucked away to
Right,
kind
yeah.
of keep the image that it is like an all-girl
Oh,
band.
yeah.
Because, the subject matter tends to...
Yeah, oh yeah.
Go
yeah,
in
I've
that
heard.
direction.
Yes.
But we have a killer album that's done. It's just we need to get it off our ass and put it out.
Oh, okay.
Because we
Okay.
want to do vinyl, but it's so fucking expensive.
Dude. God.
So
yes.
now it's kind of like, I guess we'll just do the digital, maybe make some CDs, and hopefully a label.
I gotta
We'll
get-
want it.
Right, yeah.
I got to do a vinyl album eventually. I know that
Yeah.
you guys did a bunch of 45s at one point, didn't you?
We've had Paul Bear's 7 inches and some compilations and stuff, but like
what do you
sadly,
feel
I
like?
haven't really gotten to put out vinyl myself.
It's
like,
for me. I'm gonna be putting.
I
I'm
know.
gonna be putting up
I know, it's like-
$3,000 for
That's
like
the
one
thing.
record I want.
Yeah.
right.
And it's so stupid.
I'm the only one's gonna listen.
But that's
to it.
what people buy. I mean, you'll
Yeah,
like say if
it
you,
really
if
is.
you hit the road, that's what you're gonna sell.
Yeah.
Like it sometimes seems like people, if they buy CDs, it's more just because they want to give the band an extra $10 or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
But I'm still into CDs. I still listen to tapes, everything. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have anything to play a tape on, which was throwing me off when everybody was
Yeah.
releasing their shit on cassettes. It's
yeah.
like,
Well, that's the thing.
fuck
Now
is
they're
this?
kind of back, and it'll come with a download code in the cassette.
okay,
which
that
is
makes
cool.
that's good. That's the way to
But
go.
yeah, I recently had to buy a new tape deck because I've still got like hundreds of tapes, and
Right.
I haven't exactly replaced everything. And
Were those pictures all of your shit?
oh yeah, the
Yeah.
ones I
All
posted.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, most of that was like when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Like buying, I was just obsessed with
I
buying
think I
tapes.
tossed all my fucking cassettes. I don't think I have a fucking single one anymore.
Some of that shit's worth money now.
I know.
The
I fucked
collectors.
I fucked it all up.
In fact, I've been selling a lot of my old shirts,
Yeah.
like shit from the '90s. It's some of them over 200, 300 bucks.
Wow.
Nice.
Doing vintage shirts?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's time consuming, so it's definitely like a side thing. And
Yeah.
I hate to let them go, but I mean, I'm a t-shirt printer. I've got over 2,000 shirts.
Yeah.
And like I
Right.
moved,
Just make another one of these if you want to.
I moved not too long ago, and I'm like, God damn, this is ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's like
Boxes
obsessive.
and boxes of fucking t-shirts.
Like,
yeah.
I brought like crates to my shop, so the ones that are worth money, I'm selling off, and eventually, I don't know, maybe.
I think I saw Jen was talking about selling her old shit too. Huh?
Yeah, well, she had worked at a Harley shop for
That
years.
was it,
and
yes.
she had a ton, and there's a whole Harley market.
Right. Oh,
everybody
God, yeah.
collects all that shit.
Yeah.
But it sucks to let it go. But yeah, I mean, when you got over 2,000 shirts, I mean, that's several years without wearing the same shirt. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, it's ridiculous. And I still buy shirts. Like, it's always trying to support bands when they come to town.
Yeah.
So even though I don't need a shirt, I'll buy
I'm gonna
one.
buy your shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because clearly this is probably the fucking
that's cool.
money you're making. You know, like.
I'll be telling myself, like, oh, I'll just wear this to work all the time. I was like, man, whatever. It's all.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Get into the pile.
I got a few. I got a few like that. It's like if it just lives in my closet. It's hung up. I look at it and I think about wearing it, but I can't wear this to work.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's how I got into printing, was mostly because I guess initially for my own bands and stuff. But, you know, I wanted to do a line of shirts, kind of what I'm doing with Weirdo Wear. I was inspired by, like, Rotten Cotton, Underground Screen Prints.
Right.
Now you got, like, Fright Rags. Now there's tons of companies. If I would have done it when I first got my press, like 20 years ago, I probably it'd be sustainable. But now the competition, I mean, it's just, it's insane.
Yeah.
And there's pretty much no sneaking under the radar now. Like, everybody, you got to get official rights to do everything.
Yeah, right.
Which, you know, I'm not, like, big on bootlegging, but, I mean, that's what most of those companies were doing. And, you know, I would do my own artwork and stuff.
Right, yeah.
But, yeah, it's the market's so saturated now that it's, you know, I still mess with it, but, like, I can't, like, hope to make a living.
Right.
You know, at least not now. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, they crack down on all that shit. I get worried about that because I get paid a lot through Venmo. And then they were talking about, like, well, if you make more than $600 a year, we're going to tax that. I was like, oh, fuck, I need you to start paying me in cash, man. Like,
yeah,
stop fucking doing that.
Keeping track of everything. You know?
Every goddamn thing.
Which, like, I don't know, it's the thing that sucks, too, though, is, like, say, with booking a bunch of shows, I get paid out. And some venues will, like, if you get over 600, you'll get, like, the tax form, and it's like, fuck, I probably got like a tenth of that, maybe, if that.
Dude, yeah.
You know, like, actually less than that when you're paying out a bunch of bands. And then split it between my band. Like, like, man, I got like $25, but they think I got $1,000 or something. Like,
Yeah, we.
So I kind of get screwed doing stuff like that.
I'm sure, yeah. Where the fuck were we playing? Big Mama's Lounge. It was that offshoot at the House of Blues, and they would always 1099 us. It's like, for fucking this, man? Like $200, man? You're going to 1099 my ass? I got to fucking claim this shit?
That's goofy. Because, I mean, a lot of stuff, especially with punk bands, just kind of goes under the radar, you know?
Yeah. It's like, it's
you know,
it's whatever.
Let's do our thing. We're not making money here.
I didn't come here for money, clearly. The songs I wrote should not be paid for.
Well, what's new? Have you got anything new that's happening?
Yeah, I guess like with next year, I'm trying to focus on getting all this recorded material out because Unnaturals have a whole album that we recorded. That's totally, we just got to put it out basically. Yeah. Split Lips is ready to go. Paul Bear's album, we have to record it,
but it's written.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we've been working on it for like good 3 years.
Oh shit! Okay, so yeah,
you know, of course, feels like it'll be the best one, which
it always does.
It should. And in 2 years, it should feel like you're embarrassed of it. That's usually what.
Usually through the mix down process, I'm pretty fucking sick of it.
Yeah, I get sick of it.
Right. Yeah, but I can't wait for that though, because it's been a long time coming. Like, for a band that's been around so long, like, we really should have more stuff out. I mean, we used to put a bunch out, and I guess the last 10 years it's just been kind of sporadic.
Yeah.
Mostly building up to this album. It's like, now it's like, all right, let's get
this has got to be the one.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bill's working on a new album.
Nice.
Dummy Dumpster, we pretty much, I don't know, Mike writes everything, the singer.
Yeah.
You know,
he's a fucking trip.
Yeah.
It's very much his vision. You know, So that's all based off whatever he comes up with.
We did,
which is always something crazy and hilarious.
Yeah.
We played Euclid. It was his solo show.
We did solo there.
Yeah. And
I
he'd do something where he'd jump down, he'd be down low, and he'd get up high. And then
I'm loving it, and I'm looking around at everybody, and they're looking at me like,
Is
is this the thing? I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, this is the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like,
In
get
fact,
it. Like,
when I first joined, I was supposed to just be filling in because their drummer was going ice fishing in Alaska, and they're like, he's gonna be gone like 6 months. I was like, dude, yeah, one of my favorite local bands.
yes,
Fuck
yeah.
And that was over 10 years ago.
Shit.
He's still ice fishing.
I guess so. You know?
Jesus.
But when I first joined, it was like I was just cracking up laughing, like, because Mike's so fucking hilarious.
He's
like,
so fucking ridiculous,
I was
dude.
like, okay, don't look at the butt crack. Like,
Yeah. I was playing with Big Fat and Delicious at they were running a weekly gig at the Bank Street, and that was the first
Yeah,
time
I
I played with
remember that.
Dummy Dumpster, and it was like he had the fucking football gear, which he still has, with the microphone attached to it. It's like, what the
I call
fuck
it
is
the
this?
apparatus.
Yeah. And then they had bags of fucking stuffed animals they were throwing into the fucking crowd. I was like, what the
In
fuck
fact,
is happening
hoping
right
to
now?
do that at our Christmas show coming
Nice.
up. 'Cause
Okay.
that used to be
Is
a
that
staple.
a classic move?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely
like-
was.
Basically, a garbage bag full of stuffed animals, just
Yeah.
throw it in. Basically,
That's in the
it's a
fucking
war.
pit. Yeah.
But since we keep doing these Christmas shows, people I was reading like, oh, they throw gifts. It's like they're not gifts.
No, I need those back, you motherfucker.
Yeah, like we need it for the next show.
Yeah.
Which, if somebody finds one, like, oh, I love this thing, like,
Yeah.
all right, sure.
But I can't throw the whole thing out for you,
But
motherfucker.
for a while, it was like they would be like all these beer stained fucking nasties, just like hit you in the face, like, oh god, that was fucking disgusting.
This thing smells like fucking ass in
it,
last year.
It adds a whole different dynamic to playing a
For
show.
sure,
like,
right?
whoa, like,
Yeah.
duck and cover, So yeah, hopefully we'll be doing that in Christmas.
Hell yeah, because that was a trip.
Nobody else is playing with you guys at the Christmas show?
Unnaturals are playing.
Oh, okay,
They'll
cool.
be doing double duty.
Nice. And where's that at again?
Siberia.
Siberia, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a tradition. I don't know how Dummy Dumpster became a Christmas thing, but like,
Who knows?
we kept playing Baton Rouge at some venue, then Circle Bar for years, and when Circle Bar closed, we moved it to Siberia.
I love Circle Bar, man. That place
Yeah,
is
that
fucking
was
cool.
I really miss that venue. It was,
Yeah.
like,
Is it
that was a
Mike?
rock and roll spot.
I know, right?
Big time.
Mike from Dummy Dumpster, you said, does everything. Does he do the crayon drawings as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he writes and does the art and all that.
Yeah.
And me and Izzy keep up. But what else is coming up? Hopefully making another movie this year.
Cool.
Nice.
Like, basically COVID put everything to a halt, but during that first year of COVID, I was writing scripts,
Nice.
and I've got a Cockface 4 script. So,
Come on, yes.
which it's like, in a way, it's like we totally should do something else, but it's a good script. I like it.
Can't not do it. now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's what we're known for. So
Yeah. Right.
there's somewhat of a built-in audience.
Yeah.
And
You got to give them what they want.
Yeah, and I think we get better at our craft as time goes, and technology keeps getting
Right,
cheaper
yeah.
and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So
Do
it's
so much more better shit with way less, yeah.
yeah. So I'm hoping we'll be a little quicker because each movie will take 2 or 3 years, and that's a long time.
That's a lot of
to
commitment.
be dealing with one project.
Right.
And a lot of it is falls on Jason, the director, because he'll do a lot of the editing,
Oh, fuck.
color
right.
correction, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Well, he's got to
so-
do all that because everybody's got different hairstyles. From,
Yes. we try to keep consistency, but
Yeah.
continuity.
yeah.
But yeah, it's tough because a lot of times we'll be filming sporadically over weekends. But we'll try to take 2 weeks off and film the
Do
bulk
blocks of it,
bulk
yeah.
of the movie, so that way everything's just kind of scattered after
Yeah.
that.
Piece it together after that shit, yeah.
So hopefully we can do that because where my print shop's at, the director Jason Mathern, he owns the building, and there's like a whole another warehouse bay next to us that basically we can use like a studio,
yeah.
to like build some sets.
Fuck yeah. That's cool.
And the script's written sort of for that, like where it could kind of be wherever.
Yeah.
Like locations aren't super important. It's as long as there's sex and death,
Yeah, we're good, right?
it's good to go.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll go down. It's just a matter of getting everybody back together because we were really steady for almost 20 years, starting like 2000, like 2020, like just constantly working on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's not only the pandemic, just life got in the way kind of shit.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So now like we're each running our own business or something like that. And it's hard to carve out the time.
Yeah,
It's-
well, especially
it's
with
a lot of
business
dedication.
shit. Like every time I take off, that's me not making money.
Right.
Nobody's there except
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll go down in 2024 though.
Hell yeah.
Get us back in because I always go to horror conventions and we used to like get a table and set up and just kind of network.
Yeah.
And when Wild Eye picked up our movies, they sort of stepped in to do that, which was cool, but it kind of eventually we kind of got scooted out of the table.
Right,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Which is cool because I like just going around conventions and handing out stickers, meeting people that way.
Yeah.
But not having anything new feels weird. It's like, like, what are you working on? It's like, well, I got scripts.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing
Just
really working.
A lot of filmmakers have scripts, but it's like, you got to make a movie.
Right, yeah. We need shots. We need fucking film.
Yeah. So, that's kind of what I'm hoping for the most next year.
Yeah.
Was that...
Get another movie.
What was that fucking movie? Was that a real movie in Cockface Killer? Was it
There was one...
Death Smell or Death Stink?
Stink of Death.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. It was the one you kept trying to watch the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, it was like it was made for the film.
Okay. But it wasn't a real fucking thing.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
It's kind of funny how we shot that. Like, we just shot it all in sequence real quick. And it ended up being a kind of cool short film.
Right, yeah.
It's like...
It looked like it could have been like a real fucking movie.
Yeah. Because I guess what it was is we were sort of making the joke like, hey, we realize we're making a cheap movie here.
Right,
like,
yeah.
This ain't no Citizen Kane shit.
No,
so, like,
no.
you kind of put the cheap film within the cheap film.
Yeah. Plus the whole movie's like plugging the film that isn't a fucking movie.
Right. It's like, oh, I got to find it. Well, it doesn't exist.
It's not a thing. No.
But yeah, I mean, other what, as far as next year, definitely going to be doing Creepy Fest in July.
Right.
And I don't know. I'll probably try not to do as much because
right.
I don't know. I'm in my 40s now.
Right. It's fucking taxing.
Starting to feel it.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, I still got tons of energy, lots of stuff I want to do.
Sounds like you're doing a lot of stuff.
That's
as well.
the thing. Yeah, you start fucking spreading it out. It's like, fuck,
it's
I'm
a
thin.
lot. It's just,
thin.
I don't know. I've never worked so hard to be so broke. The problem.
Fuck, right. Yeah.
And I kind of got to keep it going because that's where I'm at. But it's like, fuck.
When's it gonna like pay off?
Yeah.
Just a little.
Or when do I get to relax?
There you go. Yeah. That's.
But I do it to myself, so I can't blame anybody.
I hear you. I have the same fucking thing. It's like, well, should I join this other band?
Yeah, it's
yes, but no, but
right.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, because we have a side band. Me and Izzy from Dummy Dumpster, and our buddies Craig and Yohei. We do a Ramones cover band.
Nice.
And it's like full blown dedicated Ramones. That's my favorite band in the world
for sure.
Yeah.
And as a drummer, it's like, man, you gotta do that shit right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Leather jackets, everything.
Yeah. We
Fuck yes.
Because we do it for the mass band ball.
Okay.
And I'm hoping we can do it for Crew de Vue at Checkpoints.
That'd be fire.
Because I've got that book. I was thinking that's a good party kind of vibe for a parade.
For sure.
Do you know the Morons?
Yeah.
They're very Ramones shit. Yeah. I
yeah.
love their shit, but it's like very Ramones.
Yeah. Did they? That's what you guys played at Euclid. Was
yes.
That for them?
That was their CD release shit or their album release.
Yeah. I need to get their record, man. That's my bros. Cool guys, man.
They're very fucking cool. Very chill.
They print their own shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Got a lot in common. And
their shirts fucking look badass. Yeah, I know. They're very much like that shit. It's so fucking funny.
But yeah, it's cool doing the Ramones project. We call it Cretin Family.
Nice.
And mostly it was just for the mass band ball thing that we do around October. But so I was thinking break it into Mardi Gras seems to make sense.
Yeah, somebody was doing the Ramones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
The fucking Melters.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so in this shit, the Samurai Deli, Big Fat and Delicious, that was all people I was fucking coming up with.
Samurai Deli. I remember they played at Dixie one time. A totally different vibe because Dixie Tavern was a lot of hardcore and punk and
they were not
drunken chaos.
Yeah.
And when they got up there, I was like, whoa, this is completely changed. Suddenly the place got happy. Like, yeah. But they were a great band.
Kids loved them. Like, it was definitely younger crowd shit.
They brought a crowd. Like, where the hell where did everybody come from? Like,
they fucking killed it. Yeah.
It's like,
everybody loved them as people, and they all had friends, and they wanted to go see their friend play.
Yeah. Are they still around?
No, but I think
it's older.
I think Samurai Deli I think their guitarist is now the drummer for Diplocrats, and Big Fat and Delicious had the singer. The singer is the singer for Diplocrats, and I think the piano player runs Community Records right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Who's the
D-Ray, yeah.
D-Ray, thank you. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Or he's in Bad Operation as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to do some shirts for them,
right.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's like everybody went on to do
a bunch
of different bands and stuff.
A million. They're everybody branched out, but it's all the same people, you know.
When was that show? Is it
fuck?
No,
that would have been fucking forever ago. This is forever ago.
I remember that.
But I know the We Are the 138 thing was a big thing. I think it was every Halloween they were doing Misfits covers.
Yeah.
Misfits cover band.
Yeah, that's what got me playing music, basically. Like,
yeah.
Our first band was The Leftovers. I was 13. I was playing guitar, but we couldn't find a drummer. And basically, at the time, Misfits were my favorite band. So we did a lot of Misfits covers.
Right, yeah.
Ended up being kind of a little more poppy, though, because the dude Norm that was writing all the stuff, it was kind of more his speed.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a poppy with
Poppy Misfits?
With the Misfits
Yeah,
touch,
yeah.
You know? But, that's where I learned to play drums, basically. I was like, well, this dude's a better guitar player than I am. And we don't have a drummer.
I'll do the drums. Yeah.
So we do.
Yeah.
Got it
Yeah.
like a $200 drum set
Yeah.
from a friend.
That's how I started playing bass.
Yeah.
It's like, well, all these guitarists are way better than me, but
Yeah,
everybody
it's
needs a fucking bassist.
Right. It's out of necessity, basically.
Yeah, right.
And now been drumming over 30 years.
God damn, yeah.
Yeah, you're awesome too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
you
something we
kill.
noticed when we
For
were
sure.
watching the Paul Bearers. It's like, God damn, it's fucking like, for one, it's fast as fuck, some of the songs. So it looks like
Yeah.
it wears you the fuck out, but you're there the entire time. So it's nice.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Is this hello?
Something's
Check.
buzzing on it. You hear it?
Did it go away?
Check.
Yeah.
Chickadee.
There it is.
Oh, wait,
That's
back
it.
in. We're
Oh,
back.
shit.
I'm not sure how long that was at.
That was just for a couple seconds. But yeah.
Yeah, I heard you
No
the
big
whole
deal.
time. We wouldn't have been hearing you through.
I don't even know
okay.
if it comes through in the mix in general when I come
Oh,
to it.
okay.
I hear it on this shit, but then when I edit it down, right, I don't hear the shit. How far are we in? What's the time looking
We
like?
could probably end it now. We've been in an hour.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
yeah,
I feel like-
That's
feel like
yeah,
we
that's good. I
just
think we
about hit
covered it
everything.
all. Yeah.
there
Dude,
something else you'd
yeah,
like-
plug your shit, man.
Yeah.
Like websites, you got fucking things to hit up. You know,
Yeah, I
go
mean, as
see
far
them.
as websites, the Sheer Terror Records website is sheerterrornola.com.
I'll try and put these things under text in the video.
Oh, cool.
We'll see.
Yeah,
You know?
That's, the shirts on there kind of come and go. Depends on what the bands are currently doing. But CDs are there if anybody still buys CDs.
Yes. Yeah.
And random shit.
And then what's the other weirdo?
Weirdoware.com. And that's it's like a lot of movie shirts, pop culture shit.
Perfect.
You know, it's
Yeah.
kind of still in the works, but I got about 20 designs up on there. And then Bandcamp. I mean, basically searching for all the bands are up on Bandcamp.
Always, yeah. You got the Bills, you got Split Lips, you got Paul Bearers, you got Dummy Dumpster, you got
Naturals.
Naturals.
Yeah.
Any of those, hit them up. They're on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Was it Midnight Prince? They got a fucking thing for you.
Yeah, that's
It's got a website. I mean,
I just have like Facebook and Instagram.
okay,
but,
yeah, perfect.
I don't know. I stay so busy with it, I don't really update it much. Like it's
But
not
they
a
can
very
get
good
in
way
touch
to,
with you through that if they needed to, if anybody needed to.
Yeah, I mean for like for shirt work.
Yeah.
Just going through the email on there.
Perfect. Yeah. All right.
It's
Hell yeah.
Midnight Screen Printing at Gmail. But yeah, thanks guys. I
Dude,
appreciate
thanks so much for
y'all
coming
having
out.
me
Thanks
on.
for the gifts and
problem.
shit. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Have a Merry Christmas, man. That's coming
indeed.
up right now. But yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Awesome.
Hit the buttons.
Yeah.